All right, my little tubers, welcome back to another draft here on Arena after a tumultuous day qualifying for the Alchemy event. We are now going to record the Decathlon event for the Brothers War draft. I've acquired 5 of 6 so far. This traditional draft Bro War is going to be my last of them that I need to qualify that are available. There are up to 10, but anyways, if you haven't already checked out the Decathlon event, it is like a 2 or 3 week event. Specific events go up that rotate out after a couple days. You can't join them any longer after they're gone. If you get 3 tokens, you get to join the finals 1 time. If you get 7 tokens, you get to enter the finals 2 times. So we are currently 5 of 6. I don't know why they didn't put them in order. They put them in the order that you got them. So 2, 1, 3, 4, 6. Anyways, this is Brothers War Draft. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. I've heard that these queues are a little bit wonky. I've seen people qualify with some crazy decks with like 5+ rare mythic bombs. So this should be interesting. Again, I have not drafted this format in quite some time, so we're going to see if we can open some good ones. We did not here particularly. We opened a Thorn of Amethyst, the retro card, and then Battlefield Forge. So 0 for 2 on rares. Our 3 uncommons are kind of weak. Swift Spear, haven't been a fan of that in limited. Butcher is fine. Maybe the best of the uncommons, and then Mass Production. What is the best card here? Maybe Epic Confrontation could be an okay first pick. There's no artifact that I want to first pick here. Like Plant Worker's okay, Warplow's okay, but this is a very weak pack. We're going to have to hope that we get past some good ones. Pick one, pack one, Epic Confrontation. Getting past potentially an Arbalist Engineers is a solid 3-drop for sure. I'm not going to try to force mono red or anything. I mean, maybe if we see the signals, maybe if the Cliff Stomper here wheels, we can try that. There's also a Boulder Branch Golem, very, very good. And an Argothian Sprite, also fantastic. I think I like taking the Golem over the Engineers, since this is... Well, you can play this in any deck, really. But it is also just single green, so it sticks with 1 color for now. Golem's just fantastic. Into a 3rd pick. Ugh, Junk. The Hoarding Recluse is okay. It might be the best card in the pack, honestly. Keeps me in green for now. Yeah, that's probably fine. Notably, it will be not important, but relevant to take sideboard cards now. So things like random shoot downs to the sideboard, if you're not going to main deck them, are good. Yeah, I think we'll just take the Spider here. I mean, man, I don't like taking Spider this early. I guess my other consideration would be like the Airlift Chaplain. Maybe the Chaplain's the best card in this pack. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just stay open. We'll take the Chaplain. Spider might even wheel. Keep trying to read some signals. Another Swift Spear, but that's not relevant. Stalwart's good. I've been made aware that Cittanul, or Sataniel as I like to say it, is just lunatic backwards. Harvester, fantastic 2-drop, even if you don't have the Unearth. I guess I like taking the Stalwart here. That's funny, at the beginning of the format I would never take this early, but there's just not much in this pack anyways, and we're already kind of going into the green direction, you know? Again, another really, really weak pack. This is pick 5, and there's already nothing that I want. Thraxodemon is okay. We saw this print run, I guess, of Unleash Shell, Warplow, and Plant Worker in our earlier pack. I don't really want the Power Plant Worker, but do I want to dip into taking black cards right now? Not particularly. But I guess we will. Let's just take the Thraxodemon here, because it's a cheap 2-drop. Or a cheap creature, I should say. And we already saw that Harvester go around, so maybe there's a small chance black is open. Emergency Weld is a really strong card. If you're ever playing black, I think you want to get at least one of these, and usually even more. If we do end up in green-black and can get some of those Skyfisher Spiders, then the Weld is also insane with that. Giant Growth's alright, passing a Disenchant. Weld's the easy pick there for me. Okay, pretty late disfigure too. This is where I would like to be taking disfigures, 7th pick. Clear Cutter's all right, but also not amazing. I don't think we need to take that. Another growth. We just saw Mine Worker in the previous pack, and then Power Plant Workers before that, but no need to worry about taking those. Although I do think the Tower Worker's decent. Another Warp Plow as well. Another Emergency Weld. Okay, yeah. So, gonna be moving into black if nothing else. There is a Warlord's Elite here, which is another decent white card, but I think the Weld beats that out. A couple of Subjugations we've seen go around too. Maybe leaning towards green-black then. So, first pick Confrontation. What did I second pick? Boulder Branch. That doesn't necessarily mean green is open at all. But I do think leaning into the black at this point is pretty solid. Could be ending up in like a blue-black deck as well, right? We've seen some blue cards go around, whereas the green cards were all early, so signaling-wise, green might not be as open as blue. Haven't seen anything of note in red, right? No explosions or whatever they're called. Just a couple unleashed shells. So I think red is probably a color to avoid. Now, if I open, say, what's a good red card? Tyrant of Care Ridges, the dragon. Maybe we take that. Probably going to take it if we open it. Okay, some more black cards on the wheel here. So this is our opening pack, which at the Unleashed Shell, the War Plow. So somebody took the Power Plant Worker out of this one. I will take the Plow. We should be getting another supply drop in a few picks as well, right? Oh, this is a solid start. My removal's lacking. I mean, I only have Confrontation and Disfigure. But otherwise, we're doing okay. Sprite Wield too. Okay, that's a really good sign for green. Really, really do like a Sprite. If Sprite wasn't here, we would take Refractor for sure, but... So now we might just be locking ourselves into green-black and saying, okay, I think these colors are open enough and probably where we want to end up. Killzone Acrobat, usually not good in green-black. Millstone is not a sideboard card. I'll take Machine Over Matter if we end up playing blue. Might have been next pack where we add another power supply, or whatever it's called. Is it power supply? I've been playing too much Vintage Cube lately. Can't even remember all the cards in this format. That is not the one I was talking about. Not Power Plant, Power Supply. Keeper of the Cadence is an okay sideboard card in the grindy decks. Will we play a Wasteful Harvest? That is a maybe. Green-black is the graveyard theme after all. And then, okay, so we didn't wheel anything of note. We opened a Hostile Negotiations. Good one. But at the end of the day, I think we'll be looking at a few of these other cards. We have a really solid removal spell in the form of the Remorse here, and then just a fantastic value artifact in the form of the Mask of the Jade Crafter. I wonder when they're going to fix this. I wonder when they're going to fix the cards cutting off of the client. I think I lean towards the removal spell here, but Mask is fantastic. Are we going to wheel anything out of this pack? I would... Well, actually, Hostile Negotiations frequently wheels, and I think people underappreciate it, but I don't expect the Butcher, the Mask, the Flask, or... yeah, those three to wheel. Getting past a Deathbloom Ritualist. 5 mana, 3/5, that adds a mana for each creature in my graveyard. If that was 4 mana, I think that would be good. I think at 5 mana, it's generally not good enough. Couple of good uncommons here, and then like a Black Blade Reforged. I don't really care for Black Blade. And I don't have any Power Stone production right now, or ramp otherwise, besides the Stalwart. I think I lean towards taking the Courser here. Or the Gigamole, even. I know a lot of people would take the Black Blade, but I think I'm going to go with the Courser. Keening Stone. That is a very strong card. Gives you a backup win con, and I think in best of 3 it's solid enough. We lose out on a Gruesome Realization here and a Ravenous Gigamole, but that's a solid one for sure. Another solid one is the Ironclaw Crusher. 4 mana 2/5 is a good rate, and then at 7 mana 4/6, the ability when you attack, also fantastic. Just losing out on a Rager here. Disfigure or No One Left Behind or Rager. This could be an okay No One Left Behind, I guess. Do I have any self-mill right now? No, not yet. I mean, we already have quite a few top-end cards. I guess these are all prototypes, so we can play them for less. Gosh, am I just going to take another Disfigure here? 5th pick instead? I think I'm going to. Well of Lost Dream. Nope, we're getting another Overwhelming Remorse. Nice. Tower Worker would be solid. Evolving Wild's okay. We've definitely got enough removal now. Rust Goliath over a random 2-drop. Yeah, so our top end is basically full. We need to get some more early game plays. And like the Warplow, this is a nice early game play. That's also a late game play, so seems solid. Moment of Defiance is okay. Locust is filler. Oh, we did wield a flask. I was not expecting that. I could take the Burrowing Razor Maw here, but even though this has synergy with our graveyard shenanigans, I don't think this is a good card generally. Wield the Gigamole and the Clear Cutter. Actually, I wonder if this is better to take Clear Cutter now that I've had so many of these prototype cards. I think I like doing that. Because we also just don't have any 3-drops. Alright, well, we'll get at least one Gigamole then. Passing, well, so Gigamole and the Prowler, actually, I didn't even note that. The Realization is going to be the hardest of these cards to get again because it's uncommon. So I think I'm going to take that instead. Filler. This deck's looking nice. This might be a long video. This is best of 3, and you have to get 5 wins before, I think, 2 or 3 losses or something. But best of 3, so whatever deck we end up with, assuming I go the distance, we will be playing it for quite some time. That is a nice Rager pickup. Alright, besides some random bomb rare, or mythic, our ideal pickup is going to be Skyfisher Spider out of pack 3. No go there, but we opened a couple of good cards. Okay, decisions to make. This would be our first Harvester. Good Artifact 2-drop. We mentioned it earlier in pack 1. We don't need a 3rd Disfigure. I think 2 is plenty. There's another Sprite here, but given the first one wheeled, it's possible it wheels. We don't need a 3rd Weld, so I think we're going to just go with Fracture, maybe? Although I've already picked up 2 Remorses now in the last pack, so it's could be better just to get the good 2-drop here in the form of the Harvester. Nothing bomby or crazy, but just a bunch of good pickups for us. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take Harvester. Llanowar Wastes is also not bad in this deck. Like, I think we just take that. The Anointer doesn't make any sense here, because we don't have much of extra card draw. There's no, like, good sideboard card. Alright. Just good fixing. Let's see, this is the first Pallbearer we've seen. This is the first Skullflayer we've seen, but I'm not sure either of those is actually what we want. Like maybe a 3/3 for 3 here makes more sense. Haha. Not what we want to be 3rd picking. Okay, another solid enough pack. Another Harvester is a good 2-drop. Might is an okay sideboard card. I don't think I would start this in the main, but if it comes back, we'll take it. Confrontation again. Gift, I don't actually have any of those. Would be nice to pick up at least one. And then a couple other replaceable cards. Yeah, I'm okay just taking the Harvester. Third Emergency Weld. Transmigrant's Altar could be fine here too. There's also a Prowler. Well, we don't need Flask in our deck. How good is this? Just okay. Yeah, let's take the first Prowler. Alright, at this point I'm not expecting to get any Skyfisher spiders. My guess is that none of them were opened. Supply drop, that's what it's called. What was I calling it? Supply something. Sideboard, maybe. Oh, wow. That was a very good 7th pick, though, especially with the number of prototype creatures I have. Great 3-drop pickup. We saw 2 of these Yojin Tacticians. Looks like Evolving Wild's okay here, too. Jeez. Disfigure and Emergency. We'll take the Disfigure because there's actually another Weld or 2 coming back around after this pack. In theory, possibly. So I can cut the Perimeter Patrol and then one more card. I'm not huge on Rust Goliath. Can I get away with 16 lands? Maybe. Locust for the board. Alright, filler. Not even sideboard considerations there. Eh. Is this even good in our deck? We do have a decent number of artifact creatures. Is there a world where I ever sideboard Demolition Field? Probably not, right? I still don't think we want those Skull Flayers. Okay, well, green-black. Decent looking deck, good removal, good interaction. I'm debating if I want to play 3 Disfigures in the main deck or if we want to shave it down to 2. I think the Boulder Branch Golem is the only one of my prototype creatures that you never want to prototype. You always just want to cast this on 7. But all these other ones are perfectly fine for prototype mana. Yeah, I probably don't need 3 Disfigures in the main. I'm okay with 18 lands. If we start flooding, we can always just cast all of our prototype cards as the top end. Alright, so let's get the Wastes in, the Evolving Wilds in, and then add some Forests and Swamps. Slightly heavier black than green. Last few choices. Okay, looks good. Nothing crazy. In fact, we're only running one true rare. I mean, yeah, the Llanowar Waste, but that doesn't really count. We just have the Keening Stone. So 5 wins. Yeah, 5 wins before 2 losses. This is best of 3. I don't think I'm going to bother playing on full control since this is just a Decathlon event and not like some Arena Open. Okay, on to round 1 we go. Good looking hand on the draw, you just need to find 1 land. Just need to find 1 land, ha ha ha. Perfect. So we'll lead on the Opportunist. Our opponent on mono black over there. Oh, my hand. Maybe they take like Keening Stone. We have 2 Emergency Welds in our deck. Yeah, Opportunist made a lot of sense. That's fine. We can just play out the Clear Cutter on Prototype. Mirror Match. Into a Stalwart. They know I have a Gruesome Realization in my hand. I don't think we're going to bother blowing that up. I think we'd rather just draw 2 here. Oh, they weren't paying attention. They thought I was giving -1/-1, I think. Whoopsies. Oh, that's funny. The Harvester is actually really bad with Keening Stone, isn't it? Not exactly the combo you're looking for. In fact, I wonder if I'm supposed to eat my own graveyard here. Because I don't have a way to get back the Gruesome Realization. No, I think that makes sense. Like, if they had a creature in their graveyard, yeah, sure, I can eat that so they can't recur it or whatever, but... I'm happy with this. And that puts our 3rd creature in the graveyard, so if this Courser doesn't die, we're just going to start drawing extra cards when we attack, right? Yeah. Ooh, Might Stone, Weak Stone. Gross. Alright. Let's get keening and weaning. So initially it mills 4, then it mills 8, and then it mills 16. And that will be lethal. So we just play Demon here. Pass, holding up Keening Stone plus Remorse. So mill 4, they go to 21. Mill 8, they go to 13. And then mill 16, GG. Milled a few lands, Remorse, and Infiltrator. Oh, this is 5 to activate. Why did I think it was 4 to activate? I guess I wasn't holding up Remorse plus activation, was I? Alright. Oh, that doesn't matter if we mill in response. That's neutral. Takes 1 card out, but puts 1 card in. Okay, well, they're not conceding, but they are just dead, so... Guess they're just going to give us free information here. And that is the entirety of their deck. Mirror match in terms of color, but their deck does not look great. A bunch of these infiltrators with not much sack. Drake's kind of filler. A couple of emergency welds. So our average card quality looks much higher than theirs. Do I want to bring in Carrion Locusts for exactly emergency weld purposes plus Clay Revenant? No, not really. In fact, I didn't see a win con from them. They have no creature bigger than a 3/3 that we saw. I mean, they have 5 or 4 cards in their hand or whatever. Yeah, we'll just run it back. Notably, we didn't see a way for them to blow up our Keening Stone. We didn't mill a shoot down, and if they had one in their hand, they would have cast it. Good looking opener. I'll kill an infiltrator if they have one. Yep. This is a hand where holding the clear cutter kind of makes sense, because we don't have anything to ramp out into with it. They missed a land drop. I guess waiting until turn 6 doesn't actually do all that much. Alright, well, they're off it. They missed lands, so they probably missed lands again. Sure, I had fun. Why not? 1-0. Need to win 4 more before we lose 2. I'm surely capable of that, aren't I? Surely capable. Okay, lost the die roll again. I think if this was Disfigure, I'm supposed to keep. Yeah, this is okay. We might have to run out the golem on turn 4. Oh, well, they got a little bit of a curve, don't they? 1 drop, 2 drop. Keening Stone was not what we wanted to see there. Yikes. So this feels like a matchup where we're gonna want the 3rd Disfigure. Maybe even the random 3/3 would be good. Oh, okay. Gruesome Realization, if I can find double black, also really nice. Well of Lost Dreams? I don't know what's going on, but I like seeing all of those cards. There's our Gruesome. I'm in no rush here. Okay, there's our second black. Let's go ahead and attack for 3. And then fire off the Courser. Sure, I'm okay with the trade if they want to. Deal. Puts 2 creatures in our yard for Courser activation on an attack. Okay, I'm happy with the chump. They do get to scry. I'm gonna go ahead and draw 2 now since they blocked. And then if we draw a black source like that, I'm gonna go ahead and weld back our golem, because we can hard cast it next turn. Double Topsies. If they have like a pristine talisman to go... Oh. I see. Right. So we're gonna have to go for the Keening Stone win now. They're gonna eat my Courser next turn. That's fine. I don't think I have any artifact removal, do I? Spider could kill Portal. I don't have a shoot down. I don't even think we saw a shoot down during the draft. But that also eats from their graveyard, so Did they disconnect or did I? Oh, they're hovering. Okay, there they go. Okay, they took their graveyard, maybe for Keening Stone purposes. They have Temporal Anchor, too. Funny. Alright, let's just pass. So I do need to mill them in response. This is where Exile is actually more annoying for us. Urza's Command, that's fine. So I guess I have to take this, because Urza's Command is going to make a fat artifact creature that we can just Overwhelming Remorse. Well, we thought we were looking very good because our opponent played 2 Survivor of Corliss, which are pretty bad, plus Well of Lost Dreams, but Portals of Phyrexian and Temporal Anchor are pretty hard to beat. And they have a random counter, too. Okay. Okay, so if they target their graveyard, I mill them in response. I take 6, I go to 5. So I'm gonna have to play out the golem here, gain some life back. But I think I'm only supposed to play it out as a 3/3, so I can keep using the Keening Stone. We still don't know why they have Well of Lost Dreams in their deck. They have a Deadly, which gains life, I guess. And I'm gonna be like a turn or 2 slow of killing them. That's really unfortunate. Oh wait, did them putting on bottom actually save us? If they don't kill me this turn, I win. I died a removal spell on my golem, but we have exactly lethal now. Holy smokes. I think they messed up. They needed to put on top with Temporal Anchor, because now we have the exact enough to mill them out. Well, it's going to be more than enough now that the heart also looks like it's dying. Sure, thin out your deck. Okay. I'm at 2. That doesn't kill us. That looks like a win to me, my friends. Multiple Gurgling Anointers, Battlefield, a couple Stern Lessons, Spotter Thopter. Okay. Nice. Wow. Oh, I don't think we were supposed to win that game. So, Portal to Phyrexian. The only way to deal with Portal is to counter it, which we see 2 rebuffs. Wait, why are they running Well of Lost Dreams? What? I guess they had 1 card in their hand. Maybe if the last card was Pristine Talisman? I'm very confused. Looks like Rust Goliath versus all their flyers is something worth considering over one of these plows. I guess I don't need to bring in another Dismember after seeing their deck. Feels like the only way we're going to lose this is if they get their Portal to Phyrexian and we don't have that Keening Stone going like we did. This hand's okay to keep on the draw. We have a Plow that can potentially block some early plays, and then any green source unlocks a bunch. Plus, if we just hit another Swamp, we can grew some. So ideally a Forest here. I guess I'm still going to run out the Plow as a 1/1. They're missing land drops. All right. Let's go ahead and just draw 2. Now we can consider ourselves a little bit unlucky, but I guess the opponent's also missing lands. Sure. So we can end of turn, disfigure. Disfigure. We're going to eat their core list so they can't scry. Mana Screw versus Mana Screw. This is an impressive game we play here. Oh, they're trading. Okay. That means they can't sack for lands anymore. What is this game? Well, they're off it. I was off it, but we had at least a way to win. All right, 2-0. Yeah. That's magic, baby. On to round 3. Hey, we won the die roll. And looks decent. So again, I have 2 of these Harvesters, and they're just so awkward with Keening Stone. I wonder if that's even the right play. Do I have any replaceable 2-drops, though? Not really. Not good ones. Like, this is just a good 2-drop. I guess while there's nothing in the graveyard, we don't have to eat anything. Mirror match again. Hey! Harvesters on Harvesters. Oh, I messed up there. I paid 1 life for no reason. Wasn't paying attention. We don't want to attack into their Harvester and trade, because then they could unearth and be the first to eat mine. In fact, I'm kind of surprised they're letting me make this trade here. Because now, again, like I said, I get to be the one that eats theirs. Funny. Sure. Alright, I'm okay with this. We're not going to play out our War Plow as a 1/1 here. They have no pressure on the board, and we're 1 land away from hard casting. Okay, that's fine. Smack for 4, then play out our Plow. Looks like we might not even need the Keening Stone this game. One, there's like nothing in their graveyard. And we just have fat. That's annoying. Boo. Two cards in their graveyard, one of them has Unearth. Mask of the Jade Crafter, pass. Well, I'm hoping they double block here. Fantastic. Alright, Crusher is lethal by itself, and if they don't find a 6 land and make a 6/6, then they're going to be on chump duty. Alright. Chump duty active. Springleaf Drum. It's another pretty hot draw. So chump. Almost wish we didn't draw Golem so that I could get the Keening Stone online, but... Because now they get to mask as a 6/6 off of Springleaf Drum if they want to. So they're going to have to trade with the... Oh, you know what I can do? I can Crusher pump the Golem instead. Oh, wait, they're making a 4/4. That's not a good sign. So they might have like a Giant Growth in their hand. If they're just doing this, I think I just attack with the Crusher pumping itself. They clearly have something. If they double block, that's also okay for me. Gaia's Gift, yep. Alright, Keening Stone it is. Very fast clock, and they cannot get all of the creatures out of their graveyard quick enough. So now we're going to be on trading duty. I guess I could have played around Gift by just not even attacking. You know what? I think, in hindsight... Maybe not even hindsight. The better play was probably just to pass, play Keening Stone, and sit back. When they make that play. Because it had to be a 2-mana spell. They left 2 mana open. Yep, here we go. They're just getting cards out of their graveyard for Keening Stone. They get to eat their graveyard here too, funny enough. Or they should eat their graveyard, yep. Okay. I want to make the trade here. This is a forced trade. Because now they have no pressure for Keening Stone. We can activate the Keening Stone in response to them utilizing their mask from graveyard. Ooh. Altar of Dementia. Sweet. Pass. Mill for 7. Mill for infinite. They drew shoot down. Very nice. Good top deck. And we milled another mask too. Unlucky. Wow. What a hit. Okay. Well, now I need to start drawing some spells again. Holy crap. If I lose this game, it's because of that one turn that I attacked. When it was pretty clear what they had, I feel like. Let's see. 5, 7, 8. So they're going to make another 5/5. We have a lot of good draws. Emergency Weld is insane. They drew Golem. Well, oh man, this sucks. They've just simply top decked better than I have. Alright, so they can make a 5/5 here. Oh boy. Would have been nice if they had drawn a couple of lands. Alright, if this hurts Emergency Weld, we still have a chance. Nope, I play that. I block, take 3. Wow. Oh, that was a frustrating game. So Altar of Dementia is a huge problem. Man. Unreal, unreal. We need 2 Disfigures versus them. Yeah, they kill Steel Seekers. They have Stalwarts. They have Sprite. Fine. So I guess the Locusts versus the Mask are alright, but we already have like 2 Harvesters and whatnot. It's not like we need them. I'm gonna cut the Clear Cutter here, I think. And maybe just like the Prowler. The Flyers also seem reasonable enough versus them, but... unfortunate game. Maybe even if I don't attack with that 4/6 on that one turn, maybe I still lose it, but... Like, they ripped the shoot down, and then we flooded out while they drew nothing but spells, you know? Alright, Disfigure into Opportunist, good curve. Ooh, they have a Dragon Engine too, huh? Yeah, we can punch that, attack for 4, and then play Harvester. Okay, they just welded it back. Sure. Let's see. I end up trading Opportunist for their 1/1 in essence if I attack. I guess that's okay though, because if they double block with Revenant and 1/1, and then they don't get the Revenant back, we get to eat it with Harvester, and it looks like, yeah, they didn't want to make that play. Huh? Smells like they might have their gift again, but if they use gift, I'm okay with that. Actually, we want to order the Revenant first in case they do have gift. Yep. Damn. That was another chance for us to get them with a huge blowout, but we didn't have anything in response, since we knew what they had in their hand. That's fine. I have 3 pretty fat threats right now, so they can't take them all from me. Alright, so they're just going to bring back their Revenant. They can't attack. Good. That's their best play. Good, good, good. Ooh, man, Gruesome Realization also super spicy here if we can find it. Alright, this is a top deck battle. You freaking kidding me, dude. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. They can almost just kill me. Frustrating, but what are you gonna do? Sometimes your opponent rips the nuts. But like both games, they just simply rip the nuts versus us. Good beats. I think if they see the play, we're dead, because they can unearth their cohort with the Stalwart. There goes my remorse. Yeah, frustrating would be an understatement. Alright, you got me. GG. Ugh. I say GG, but... crazy top decks, both games. So that's our one loss we have to give. I have to win 3 in a row from here now. Otherwise, we do not, in fact, qualify. Oh boy. So we're 1 for 4 on die rolls. Boo. Whoosh. Now let's just go 3-0 from here. Hello? Huh. Well... I guess we'll be going down to 6, huh? Okay. Good looking 6. I think we lose the Weld out of this hand. I guess I could pitch a land, actually. We can do everything with 2 mana. It's probably better. Elsewhere Flask. I'm gonna lead on Harvester. More power than the Sprite, and we have multiple removal spells to push it through. Ooh. They're sacking their flask here for green? Surprise. Disfigure. Sprite. They're playing black, so I am going to eat their creatures here. And white even, recommission and stuff. Scrapwork Rager, sure. Okay. Do we want to eat their Rager, or do we want to eat their Revenant? Feels like I'd rather eat their Revenant here. And if they don't unearth next turn, we can unearth and eat their Rager as well. Yep. Alloy Animist, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, they might hit me for a little bit of damage with those, but they only have one true green source right now for activation. I don't think we're going to Remorse the Animist, but we'll find out. This looks like another matchup where the third Disfigure might be okay, too. I guess I could just sit back on defense with the anime. Well, the Sprite attacks into the artifacts. The Might Stone, Weak Stone again. If they're going to draw two cards, they should have used their wilds first. Alright, they're going to just kill the Sprite, so that gives us a decent target to weld back. Oh, and they're going to race. Nice. Okay, so hit me for 4. I get to attack for 2. I guess at this point, maybe it's better to Remorse this, because they can activate minimum twice, and we need to do that before we weld back our Sprite. Otherwise, it'll be too expensive. I'm a little bit afraid they're going to play a big prototype creature, but I guess the Animist, again, would be a problem itself, so... Probably better to deal with the known threat than a potential threat. Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. Ooh, and an Argoth, too. Okay, that was decent as that bounces off their 5/5. Also means we can play the sprite and activate the sprite immediately next turn. Yeah, like I said, they're gonna have reanimate effects. Oh, did they missequence that? They might have sequenced in a little bit incorrectly. Oh, I guess they didn't have the other white source at the time. Okay, I see. Okay, once again, top deck mode. That's pretty annoying. Okay. Where are you going with the counter? If they put it on the 6/6 and attack, I probably have to double block with my 3/6 and 4/4. Yeah. Okay. Not what we wanted to do, but probably had to be done. All right. Ay, ay, ay. At least that's not a very fast clock. Silly kitty cat. Alright, we need to find Keening Stone. Ooh, okay, there is finally a good top deck. And I can activate that immediately, too. Sheesh. I guess I was due for that, huh? Our opponents have been drawing very well. Desperation, perhaps? Sure. Well, the fact that the Clear Cutter enables me to activate Keening Stone this turn means... unless they top decked another relevant card here, we just win next turn. Okay. Boulder Branch, Overwhelming Remorse, and an Acrobat. It didn't matter. They were already dead. Well, they do have a shoot down, 2 refractors. They have a couple of Overwhelming Remorse. It's only the first game, though. We still have to win at least one more. Or we do have to win one more before they win 2. So, Disfigure comes in. Could bring in the Carrion Locusts as well. Just kind of turns off our Keening Stone, but we're going to have other ways to grind out, I think. Plus the Flyers looked alright versus them. Yeah. Alright. Quick sideboard. Go to game number 2. The only problem with these events is that playing this many rounds with one draft deck is kind of annoying. It's kind of like the old Arena Opens where you had to play like... Actually, how many rounds? Yeah, like 7 potentially like 7 or 8 rounds with one draft deck in the old Arena Opens. Alright. Sideboarding for both players complete. Let's go to game 2. Fantastic opening hand. Yeah, we might just overrun them. Especially if they don't have any early plays. Bunch of cheap aggressive creatures and Disfigure look nice here. Yep, that's great. So we get to go Disfigure plus a 2-drop. Go for another Harvester. That's fine. Sure. I think I'm gonna go double 2-drop here again. Instead of Locust. The Sprite attacks past quite a few of their creatures we saw. And the Plow I wouldn't be able to play out for potentially 2+ turns anyways. So let's go ahead and push on the Harvester while they don't have a good blocker. Attack with everything but Sprite. Then keep the pressure up with Locust. Kill them before they can start doing powerful late game stuff, you know? This realization, unless they randomly play like 2 or 3 1 toughness creatures, definitely just gonna be drawing cards. What you got, friend? The nicest thing about eating these creatures from their graveyard is that we know they had, what, 2 or 3 Overwhelming Remorse, so turning them into 5 mana spells instead of, you know, 2 mana. Super, super good. Yeah, look at that. So once again, well, let's draw 2 first, but going to apply all the pressure we can right now. And their Remorse I'm going to leave in the graveyard, because they can't get it back and keep Keening Stone somewhat alive, you know? That's fine. You gotta love seeing that. They might have one of their emergency welds in their hand, though. And now we've given them a target. But we have 2 lethal creatures, and they don't have enough mana to recast if they do have weld because of the tap land. Yep, you got me. Okay, 3-1 now. We need to still win 2 more to qualify for this Decathlon token. Our deck is solid, not really bomby. I don't consider Keening Stone a bomb, but I do think it's a solid win con. But at this point, it's going to get harder and harder to win, so let's go to the next one. Okay, on to game number 4. Hey, want a die roll. On the play here. Sorry, game number 5. 3-1. Good. Demon on 2 means I don't need to run out of plow. Scrapwork Mutt. I don't think I saw a single Mutt during the draft, did I? Do we want to run out of plow? I don't think we do. I think we just pass. Hoping to draw something else to do next turn. Okay, that's not bad. That makes them activating Mask a little bit worse. No trades. Sure. Sprite looks okay here too. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and attack with both, eat the mask, and then just disfigure. Only need 1 more mana before we can hard cast the plow, so not doing much to just play them out as 1/1s right now. Giga Mole. Bitter, land, and perimeter, and they did keep the perimeter. Okay. Oof. That's an unfortunate tap land draw. Leave all of those cards in their graveyard. And then we're going to sack the Wilds, and then Thrax Demon sack the Harvester. Get the value while we're doing nothing else this turn. Drawing an untapped land there would have been very good. That might be the swing in the game, because look how many cards they have in their hand. Had we been able to develop out our 5-4 there, feel pretty good about our spot. Another mask. Alright. So, hoping to not see too many scary things here. I guess our best hope is that they just activate the mask for a 6-6 or 7-7. Which that's... lets them attack with a 3-3 patrol, or a 4-3 patrol, I guess. That's terrifying. Yeah, I don't think we have the luxury of doing anything else but this. Sure. Just double trick. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't much we could do about that. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad play for them to make a 2-2 here. That was probably our best draw. A good top deck. Okay. Maybe there's a chance we can stabilize. Ooh, especially if they just pass turn now. Okay. If this is just hit me for 6 and nothing else, that's really good for us. Oh, they have a weld, I guess? Or no one left behind, sure. So we can go Prowler into Warplow, assuming we hit a land. And a 1-1 versus a 2-2 is no big difference. I didn't like that we hit one of our welds, because welding back Golem and gaining another 6 would have been really good. But we are starting to stabilize here. That top deck Golem was so good for us. Okay, so they can make a 5-5. And that will allow their perimeter to attack. And I definitely can't take it. I think I go ahead and trade with Golem. I guess I can trade with Warplow instead. But the thing is, we'd rather have the Golem in the graveyard for our emergency weld if we can find another. That was a good draw too. That was a great draw. Alright. We've actually kind of stabilized here. I can think about attacking even. Sweet. So they can unearth and get another rummage, but whatever. The board is stable and we have the largest creature. If the Rager trades off with their 2-2, we can unearth it for an extra card. Oh, they didn't discard anything? Oh, I see. Well, that's not a good sign I mean, they kill the golem, which means they don't have any great attacks, but they have another card in their hand that's worthwhile. Three. Okay, that's not so bad. Yeah, well, that's the difference. Them drawing that one extra spell. So I need to maintain enough life that I can still unearth. I mean, maybe it's best to eat this here and keep our creature alive. And go trade chump. Like this. Take 5. Right, well, because why wouldn't they? Well, nothing I can do about that. Their deck looks very beatable, though. Just a bunch of random creature. The double mask is the most annoying thing. Once again, I think we want to bring in carrion locusts. I want to bring in another disfigure here. The disfigure seemed a little bit medium, actually. They had a lot of 3 toughness creatures, so let's just leave it at 2. I almost want to bring in a 3-1 in. Ay. Well, we drew the golem and almost stabilized. Sand's a little bit mana heavy, but it's okay. Good 3-drop into a good 4-drop that can draw us an extra card. And there's a weld too. Nice. We needed that last game. Two mana 3/3. If they attack, I don't expect a trade to go off, but I'm gonna block. Since we saw, what? Whirling Strike, Giant Growth, Gaia's Gift. Okay. Oh. We need to draw spells. That's not bad. We can play that out as a 3/6 next turn. I don't feel like we've been particularly outplayed or anything, but we're just kind of running into some better draws. That's a bad one for us to see. Disfigure is good. There are 2 lines of play here. I think I'm going to go with the Clear Cutter. The other play I could have done was Stone Seeker their... Sorry, disfigure their Stone Seeker and then weld back my Opportunist. And if I do that, they can't make a 6/6 next turn. Because I think they're just going to make a 6/6 off the mask. Oh. Okay. Alright, I need to draw Overwhelming Remorse now. This is red to pump. No, it's colorless to pump. So, we're dead next turn. That thing has Menace, so this doesn't even work. I guess I can... No, we're still dead. Even if I disfigure it. If I disfigure, they still have enough to pump. What can you do? Is there anything I can unearth and hit? Yeah, I could hit... oh, no, I don't have enough. Yes, I do. I could hit Epic Confrontation here. That's my out. Nope. Alright. Well, I would say that was fun, but... felt like all of our losses were to just some unfortunate top decks. And yeah, I'm gonna say it again, like... the Decathlon event needing to win 5 matches before 2 losses with a best of 3 deck is kind of miserable that you have to play a draft deck that much, but good beats. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thought we drafted pretty well. I don't think our deck was insane or anything, so maybe a 3-2 should be expected. But the ways we went out weren't exactly the best. Anyways, thanks for watching. Leave that like and subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe, but leave a comment down below. That's what I meant to say. We'll see you back tomorrow for some more magic. Bye-bye.